Hello and welcome to KennyRoy.com. I'm Kenny Roy. This is the Ask Video Mail for the week of August 31st, 2015. Welcome to the site, to you new members, and welcome back to the old members. The Ask Video Mail was your chance to get your question in character animation or performance answered in a video just like this one, but this is the last Ask Video Mail. And it is bittersweet. It is really exciting to be moving on to a new format for the site and to get started on the MOOC and the Tempo book. But it is also super sad to not be answering your guys' questions on a weekly basis. But I do think that the new format is going to mean that a lot more people are affected by the work that we've done here together. I think the new format will be more beneficial to people. And I think a lot of what we've been trying to do is those goals are achieved more with the new format. So it is bittersweet though, because I have enjoyed recording these videos for you. So when I had the choice of deciding what was going to be the last question that was asked, this one was not asked too long ago, like a week or two ago. But even though it was one of the last questions asked, it could have been the first question answered. And so I think you'll see what I mean when you see it. Check it out. So there you go. It's been 5 years. I started KennyRoy.com in the summer of 2010. It was just a blogger page, blogger.com, that had PayPal links for videos that I had made by recording lectures I did at conferences. And there were 4 to start. There was lip sync, contact, secondary action, and advanced workflow. Those were the 4. And from there, look how far we've come. We've done so much. I've traveled the world talking about animation to people. You guys have been doing a ton of work. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos. I think the final count as of right now is close to 300 videos. So it's really been super special, and I'm very grateful that everything has happened. But I think the new format is going to make the transition possible for a much stronger site and a much stronger community, especially with the MOOC being a goal that we want to achieve. But enough about that. The question: do I have any tips for the beginner animator? And when I thought about this last Ask Video Mail, it dawned on me how much, and I said this in the little announcement that I recorded earlier, but it dawned on me how much we have kind of come back to the beginning, and how much I was telling everyone in all the videos and all the lectures how it all relates back to workflow every single time. And then when I discovered Tempo, all the Ask Video Mails and the lectures still seemed to kind of have the same answer. Everything was tempo, tempo, tempo. And as I've come to this realization, it's become clear that really that question is at the heart of everything that KennyRoy.com is about. Do I have any tips for the beginner animator? You see, when I started this site, I thought to myself, well, this is going to be an in-depth site. I'm going to provide videos that go into topics that other curriculums can't possibly touch on because they're too specific, they're too in-depth. And that's what we've done for years and years and years. As we have gone forward together, it's just come back to workflow and tempo. It seems like it's the answer for everything, and I've frankly struggled to pick out Ask Video Mail topics and lecture topics that don't just have that simple answer. Do I have any tips for the beginner animator? The Anim Gym as well, a very interesting experiment into trying to get the exercise of animation to be a habit for you guys. Also, another thing that kind of really illustrated and demonstrated how basic and fundamental all of these really difficult animation problems that we face are, how easy they are to solve if you frame them in a very sort of boiled down, distilled, and regimented way. I've said for a long time, if you want to get good at 11-second club or long shots, think about them as like 3 or 4 Anim Gym tests just strung together, and your workflow will support you. And many really decent animators have made substantial leaps to their workflow above and beyond what they could have, just struggling, I feel, like banging their head against the monitor, trying to make something happen for themselves by going back to basics, talking about working on workflow, maybe trying out tempo. Do I have any advice for the beginner animator? So here we are 5 years later in the last Videomail, and I guess what I'm realizing is that we are all beginner animators. And I have really only in the past couple of years, having discovered tempo and wanting to bring that to the world, I think also realized that the more I learn about animation and learn about how you guys are learning and what you respond to, the more and more I feel like a beginner myself. And all I know is from watching you guys work and from working myself that the work always goes better when you're happy, when you're enjoying yourself and are optimistic and excited about your future, the future of you as an animator, the future of the shot that's in front of you. Optimistic, excited, open, happy. So this is not an animation tip per se, and it maybe is a little sappy as an Ask Videomail response, but if I guess if I had to give one tip to a beginner animator, which I'm feeling like myself lately, it would be just relax and have fun, and the work will come to you. So with that, I sign off for the last time. I'm Kenny Roy. Good luck with your animation, and as always, rock on.